Hi everyone, my name is Shannon and this is my channel, The Sewing Warehouse, where I tell you all about my dressmaking journey. So today I have for you a Friday Sews chat. This is my first Friday Sews. I've seen a couple on YouTube and I think it is really fun. So I thought, why not just join in? And I will tell you a little bit about what I have been up to this week. So because this is my first one, I feel like we should catch up on some things before this gets into a regular just sewing chat every week. So I have for you a few things to share. The first thing is this book. It is the Complete Guide to Sewing from Reader's Digest. Um, a lot of you will probably know this book or have heard from this book. It was first published in 78, I think. And since then, every now and again, they just bring out a new version. What does it say here? Yeah, first published in 1978. But last year, they brought out a new edition. So I waited for this to be published. I was looking, I think, last summer I was looking at like books, and you read a lot on forums and stuff about what are good sewing books, sewing reference books, and this just always comes out on top. And I researched it, and they were publishing a new one in 2022, so I waited to buy it. But then it took a while for it to be available in the UK. So instead of buying it, I added it to my wish list for my birthday, and my mom bought this for me. As you can see, well, it's a hardcover now. I don't know. I think it was written bound before. So it's durable. It has new pictures. It's very clear instructions on everything. Honestly, this is a great book. It has projects in there, but usually the projects require you to buy the pattern, which is a bit of a shame because when you buy a book and it has instructions for patterns, you would think the patterns would come with it. But other than that, it's good. Like it has all the references on how to do things. So like how to do buttonholes, zippers, things like that, but also like fit issues. So they talk about like fit issues and what kind of adjustments you can do, and they actually draw people wearing things, and they try to like draw the fabric bulges, if you see what I mean, and then they explain what the bulges mean and how to adjust for it. So definitely a book I keep with me during sewing. And then the next one is this. I bought this a couple weeks ago. It's the Textilepedia. I've been wanting to learn more about textiles for some time now, and basically in this book, well, it's an encyclopedia for textiles, really. So it has pictures, and it describes on like how it is made, and like what the impact of the environment is when it's made, how it will feel, how you have to wash it, and also like what you can make with it. So, for example, herringbone says like you can make it into coats, suits, skirts, fabrication, all the fibers that are in it. So I just keep this with me when I'm like trying to shop for fabric. I keep this and the fabric guide from my sewing books next to when I'm shopping online, so I can just read a little bit more about it, and I can know like if it's suitable for my project, but also how it feels, things like that. Then a few weeks ago I went to the Netherlands, and I visited a fabric shop in Alkmaar, Jan Sikkes. Unfortunately, they have gone bankrupt. I was planning on going there anyway to buy a certain fabric that I saw last time. But since they're now closing down, they have a 50% of everything sale. So for my friends in the Netherlands, they have it on until the 12th of February, which is this weekend. So if you want to buy some cheap fabric, go find your nearest Jan Sikkes, and they have 50% off, which is a good deal. So I just want to show you what I bought. Let me start with the fabric that I wanted to buy anyway, and I regretted not buying last time. So it is, I think it's a polyester mix of some sort, polyester viscose, or maybe just it's a bit of a structured but not structured. I'm not sure what it is. Like, it feels a bit odd. It is printed on one side, but anyway, when I saw this fabric last time, I was like, this is great, but what would you make with it? Would you wear it? I'm not sure, but I regretted it, basically, not buying this, because I think it's amazing. It has bright colors, so it has, I'm holding it the wrong way around. It has all these doors on it, or windows, and it has just really bright colors, and I think it is great. And I think I'm gonna make like a button-up shirt in this. First I thought maybe lining for a blazer, but then that would be a shame. So I'm thinking, yeah, a blouse, like a classic blouse, would look really good in this with long sleeves. Yeah, that's what I think. Anyway, this is what I went for to the store. And I had to search, and I was this close to giving up on finding it. And then in the corner of my eye, somewhere down, I was like, oh my goodness, here it is. So yeah, I got 2 meters of this. And I think I can make something really fun out of this. So that is the first one. Then the second one is this, and it is 100% linen. Oh, and it feels so nice. Oh, I wish you could feel through the screen, because you want to feel this, but it feels so nice. So yeah, I don't know what I'm making with this just yet. I have 2 meters of it, and I'm thinking of making a shirt for my partner for the summer. It feels really nice, but I'm not sure. It's so pretty. Although if he is wearing it, I can feel it all the time. I can just be like stroking it all the time. So that would be a win. Then the next one is this. It's a no, it's not lilac, but it's like a soft pinkish, not completely pink, maybe a pink purple mix, or just a light purple, I don't know. It's a gingham, it's a cotton. This is also really nice, and this I'm going to make into pajamas for our honeymoon. And I was thinking, so I was looking at maybe like the Agnes pajamas, because they're like a nice white fit. But then I know I want to make the Caroline pajamas at some point, so should I just buy the Caroline pajamas, make the short version, and just like maybe just shorten the top and make it in a size bigger, because then you get that oversized chill look as well. And then but because I prefer the shorts of the Caroline to the shorts of the Agnes, and I don't really want to buy 2 patterns. You see what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be mindful of those things. So this is going to be pajamas, at least. That's what I know. And then last but not least, another linen. and this is a shame because there was only 2 meters left, and I was really looking forward to making the Amelie dress, is it? I think. I really wanted to make the Amelie dress in this, but unfortunately there was not enough fabrics. So I have to make change plans, but I don't know yet. The color is really nice. I like it. It's a linen mix, so it's not 100% linen, so it doesn't feel as nice as the other one, but I do like it. But then I thought I can use this to make a muslin for my Aina trousers, and then just make a wearable muslin. I could do that. So yeah, dilemmas, what to make with all these pretty fabrics. Oh, I don't know, guys. If you have any ideas, please comment below. I would love to hear them. Then I also not just new fabrics, but also new patterns. This is on my Make 9, or at least it's been on my list for some time, and I've bought the fabric for it already. So I have now bought the pattern, the Harleen dungarees from Merchant and Mills, and I've ordered like the kit from the Fold line. So the pattern and hardware kit, which is, so it comes with a paper pattern and then all the notions that you need, except thread. So I thought that was handy. It was only £22, so I think that is like a good value for money. I'm not sure, I don't know how much the pattern on its own costs, but I think this is pretty good value. So yeah, I ordered that. And then I also ordered my first, oh no, it's not my first, my second mill pattern. I just haven't sewn up the first one yet. But these are, a shirt. I'm going to make this one for my partner and his brother for the summer. I bought some fabric to twirl them in. And then I know my partner wants it in a seersucker, so that would be interesting. I've never sewn with seersucker before. And I don't know about his brother, but we'll just see. It'll be my first try to a fitted shirt, so we'll see how it goes. I've seen, if you look on the Fold line, there are some reviews from men that sewn this up, and they look amazing. I swear, the stitching on it looks so beautiful, like, and the fit is, I mean, I don't know if it's maybe easier to fit men, I don't know, but wow, kudos guys, kudos. And then I have also just had some patterns printed and on A0, and I use the Fold line envelopes for that. So I don't use the Fold line as a printing service because I think the one that I use is cheaper, as you pay per page rather than a set amount of patterns. So obviously for some patterns it will be cheaper, for others it will be expensive, but you know, I try to support small businesses, so if I use this business to print the pattern that I bought from the Fold line, I support both rather than just one. Anyway, my logic. But I do use the Fold line envelopes because I just think they're very easy to store, and you can store a lot in them. So I have the A0 patterns in here, and then I always trace and I put the pattern pieces in here as well, so it's all together. So that were the new things that I bought recently. And then what have I been working on? I won't dive into too much of the things that I am working on because I have a Makes and Plans video coming out this weekend as well. So if you want to know more in depth about the makes that I made, go and check that out. It will be released on Sunday. I can share you, however, I have been working on my first Little Miss Sew and Sew subscription box, and I have here the Fiber Mood Ruby. I got this really nice sweatshirting fabric, and it's so soft on the inside. Oh, it's so nice. And I love the color on me as well. I made some changes on it. I changed the drop shoulder to a satin sleeve, and the only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the armhole, or try to raise the armhole. I think it's too low. It just sits uncomfortable. You know how you can't like, it just yeah, it's just uncomfortable. So I'm going to try and raise that. So hopefully it will sit a bit more comfortable. Otherwise, I'm quite happy with it. Yeah, I overlooked all the seams. Not really happy with the results of that. I feel like it's, yeah, not tight enough. It's like pulling, like you can see the thread. So either I'm thinking, right, if I just use a lightning stitch across the seams, maybe that will be better. So I'm going to try and do that as well, just so that it sits a bit nicer and doesn't look like the thread is coming out. It just looks a bit odd to me. It shouldn't be like that. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. Maybe I didn't like look it up enough. But anyway, other than that, it's finished, and I am happy with it. But I will tell you more details some other time. Other than that, I have been busy this week with Refabulous, which is a sewing challenge hosted by Made by Liesel on Instagram, and it's basically a challenge to like repair and refashion clothes that you're not wearing anymore. So I have been busy repairing some clothes. I'm actually wearing trousers I mended the other day, so it's good. It's already working. So yeah, I've got just I am refashioning my McCall's 7969 because I don't like the oversized look on me. So if you want more detail, I have a video on my Refabulous plans, so check out my profile and you will find it there, and I will link to it up here. So I think I'm basically done. I haven't tried it on yet, which is I think what I will do after this video. But basically I've inserted a zip, and then I've taken in the side seams. So I just want to see what that looks like before I then overlook that bit as well. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I will have made it into something wearable. Other than that, I have changed the dress into a t-shirt, and I've just mended some jeans with some holes in it. Oh, and I dyed my saguaro set, and I do like the results of that, so I'm happy with it. It's just drying upstairs, but I will reveal all that later on this week as well, and I think I'm gonna write a review on the dye that I used, so watch my blog for that. That will come out, I think, sometime next week, after I've tried on and taken new pictures with my saguaro set in the middle of winter. What else? So this weekend I am making my Norma blouse, I'm hoping, and then I think on Sunday I'm just gonna reorganize my stash, in between like this month's Refabulous and next month's So frugal challenge, I think I just need to reorganize a little bit and see if I have anything to de-stash. I don't keep a big stash. I only buy fabric for projects, even though I basically just showed you fabrics I bought for no reason. But usually when it comes to fabric buying, I only buy when I have a project in mind for it, and I plan a few projects ahead so that I never run out of things to sew and fabric to sew, stuff like that. But I think it's more my remnant stash that needs some reorganizing. I like keep all the offcuts and bits because I know like I can use it as filling for stuffed animals or for poof, or I make like hair ties for from scraps and things like that. There's always more stuff you can make from scraps. So yeah, you can use them as pocket lining even, just to make a little detail, or you can make some binding and use it as neck binding. Just, there's always use for it. So I think I have a bigger remnant stash than I do a new fabric stash. Did I just say that out loud? Oh my god, you guys. Some people will probably hate me for it, sorry. But yeah, that is just my life. So yeah, I will have a sort through that and see if I can cut it down a little bit. I know the Stash Hub is collecting fabric and patterns for a refugee center near them. So yeah, I definitely have some patterns to donate because I had some patterns with some magazines and just like, oh no, no. Yeah, so that's not good. And maybe some patterns that I made up once and I just hate it. Is that fair to de-stash them? I think so, right? Yeah, because it's not like I'm gonna use them again. I'm not profiting off them either because I'm not selling them, just giving them away. So yeah. Other than that, I will have a full-on sewing weekend this weekend because my partner is leaving. He's going away for 2 days. So I will have the house to myself. And you can't see it, but my table is already full with all the fabrics and things because I made 2 videos in a row. So it's like all laying out there. Yeah, and he hasn't left yet. So, but yeah, that is my chat for this week. And I will see you next week and hopefully have a full sewing weekend. Bye guys!